So happy Thursday. It has been a long time since I've actually done a video. Many of you know why. I lost my nephew last month, and it literally took the wind out of my sail. Wasn't ready for it, but I don't think any of us are ever ready for death, much less a sudden death. So anyway, today I think I'm at the point where I'm ready to start talking. I definitely miss it. If I had to start off the dialogue, the discussion, the sharing of losing my nephew, I think today's topic or today's subject or today's title would be Sometimes Love Isn't Good Enough. It's the one thing that I think that I falsely thought love fixed everything. And with his passing, I realized love doesn't fix everything, especially when you have something as big, as huge as mental illness on that's riding on the coattail or on the back of someone who is struggling day to day just to survive because of the lack of a better way of saying it, the demons going on in their head. So today's title, Sometimes Love Is Not Good Enough. When I think about Ashlyn was and will always be a young man that was full of love. He knew he was loved. He gave love in abundance, and he received love in abundance. But the thing that I have learned from his passing is that he needed help. And the love of his family, us, his friends, his family, it wasn't good enough. Not because our love wasn't pure, not because our love couldn't have taken him through, but it was because the mental piece that we had no control over. The mental piece that required him to either be in a facility with a psychologist on a day-to-day basis and or coupled with medication as well. So if I had to share one thing today to others from this experience, I've had several people reach out to me and tell me that they've been in the same boat. They're struggling with it too. They have kids struggling with different forms of mental illness, which it comes in various forms. It's depression, is anxiety attacks, and the list goes on. And those are things that I am researching and trying to get a better grasp on, so I could better, not only better equip myself, but be in a better position the next go around with anybody, whether it be my family or a friend, that I not only be able to recognize it, but recognize it to the point where I can provide help and show them in the right direction. But with that being said, it has brought a deeper awareness of my surroundings, my friends, my family, those who I care about. I listen more. I do. I listen more. And anything that's a red flag, it could be a green flag, it could be a yellow flag, a flag of any sorts, makes me dig deeper, ask deeper questions, make sure that the people I care about are talking about those things that are going on their minds, in their minds. And if it's something that I can't help them with, then definitely giving them an avenue in which they seek help right away, immediately. As I think about the day that my nephew passed away or left this side of earth, I think about the love yet again. And that morning, he called several people, and his whole conversation was nothing but love. I love you. I miss you. Know that I'll always love you. Know that I always knew you loved me. So the title of love not being good enough, it befits this situation, because on his dying day, without a shadow of a doubt, he knew he was loved, and he had an abundance of love to still give. But that mental piece took him out. So I say to you, be very careful. If you're helping, if you're seeking, if you're around someone that's going through tough times, that you've seen things in the past, Don't take it lightly. Take it very seriously. Provide them with the help that they need. Remember, love is not good enough in a situation in which mental health is at stake. When medication or counseling is needed, just the love of even their loved ones, their mothers, their fathers, their aunts or uncles, will not sustain them. It's bigger than love. It is bigger than you and I put together. So seek help, give help, provide help, listen. Any red flags, any flags of any sorts, take it seriously. Someone's life is at stake. I learned it the hard way. And there's so many things I can go back and I wish I would have did this and said that. And it becomes overwhelming when you go through the list of things you could have done. But at this point, it's a reminder that I've got to be very active and very in tune with people that I care about, because their life literally ends up being at stake. Anyway, in a good place. I know a lot of you have asked me and reached out to me, and the calls still come and the text messages still ring through. And I thank you all for that, because if I had to be honest, I don't know how I would do this even on a day-to-day basis without it. It's needed, it's necessary, it's mandatory. So yes, if you're asking me how I am, one day at a time. I can't give you more than that. 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time. I literally take one day at a time. When you love someone as much as we all loved Ashland, his loss is tremendous. And words cannot even begin to explain the loss. But going on and fighting the fight and just still believing life is worth living, he gave me that even in the midst of his passing. Anyway, more to come. There's so much more I can talk about, so much more I want to share with you guys, so much more information that needs to be put out there, especially in the African American community, where we feel mental illness is almost a taboo. We don't want to talk about it, so we pretend it doesn't exist. All of those things coming up, those are things that we definitely need to talk about, and I want to share with you, and hopefully I can help someone else get through this without death being the final saying on someone's situation. Anyway, have a great Thursday. It has been a great pleasure speaking with you guys again. Have a great day. Bye.